CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. So glad you're with us on this Wednesday, May 27th. Let's start in Greater Sudbury, where 4 trucks responded to a garage and shed fire in Val Thorez last night.
Crews were able to suppress the fire quickly and maintain it, and no damage was done to the house on the property, and only very minor damage to a neighbor's house that had a little bit of the siding melted.
A viewer captured drone footage showing multiple fire crews responding to the blaze. Nathan Meelan says there were no injuries and the cause of the fire is undetermined, but the structure is a total loss. He also says possible propane tanks were heard exploding by firefighters. Crews are reminding residents to store propane tanks outside of garages. Now let's talk about the weather. Seasonal temperatures out there, but there is rain on the way for some communities. For more details, let's bring in CTV's Rick Wyman.
Tony, I was about to say, has summer finally started in terms of the way the weather and the temperature should be? I would say yes. Systems map courtesy of CAA. Get your membership today at caa.ca. Yeah, we might have a sprinkle in the forecast tonight, overnight in some sectors. 30–40%. I don't like those odds, so it might be relatively dry, but we'll see. We do have some rain coming in by Friday. 60% chance of showers across most of the Northeast, so we'll talk about that and a lot more, all in the 5-day forecast. But some nice weather, warmer weather, sunny skies. Perhaps summer has finally arrived in earnest. Tony, back to you.
Thanks, Rick. A new deal between an aerospace giant and the International Test Pilot School is bringing fighter jet training to North Bay. CTV's Eric Tashner tells us more.
The Jack Garland Airport will soon be home to 6 of these M346 T-Block 20 fighter jets after the International Test Pilot School inked a deal with aerospace defense company Leonardo. The planes were ordered to train fighter jet pilots in North Bay as the school moves its London-based tactical training center to the city.
We see this as a natural fit for the community to bring fighter pilot training back to North Bay.
We love the fact that they've chosen North Bay to relocate to, and we love the fact that this is going to bring new jobs.
Leonardo is an Italian company that provides jet aircraft to train fighter jet pilots for NATO and other allies. The contract includes the 6 aircraft, which are expected to enter service in 2029, with an option for 6 more if needed. Last October, the International Test Pilots School conducted an airborne evaluation of the jets north of the Ottawa airport.
It aligns very closely with our mission at ITPS Canada, which is to enhance global security through innovative aerospace solutions.
Described as state-of-the-art and cutting-edge, over 160 of these jets have been sold to air forces in Europe and around the world as countries train pilots.
We talk about it being a 5th-gen fighter pilot training pipeline. So the graduates from our lead-in fighter training courses will then go on to a frontline fighter, be it F-35, F-16 or F-18.
The aircraft has logged more than 160,000 hours in flight. 20 countries, including Canada, use these jets both militarily and for training.
They do go hand in hand in positioning Canada for defending its sovereignty.
Meaning their loud engine roars will soon be heard as they zoom across the skies of Northern Ontario.
We have an amazing opportunity to provide training to our allies at a desperate time in the world.
Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
Nickel Belt MPP Franz Jelena reintroduced an anti-vaping bill yesterday at Queen's Park.
The bill has 6 sections. The first one is to stop the promotion of vapor products.
Other pillars of the bill, entitled Vaping is Not for Kids, would include increasing the age to purchase vaping products to 21, ban flavoring and limiting nicotine, and increase tax to support anti-vaping warnings, and selling these products at specialized vape stores while eliminating online purchasing. The bill would also mandate the Ministry of Health to review the vaping habits of young people. Jelena held a news conference today at Queen's Park where an oncology nurse had some strong words about vaping products.
We are watching in real time an entire generation become addicted to nicotine under the illusion that vaping is harmless. I'll repeat, Ontario youth are being engineered into addiction by products deliberately designed to get them hooked. Measures that reduce youth access, restrict flavors, and strengthen oversight are not about punishment, they are all about prevention.
And Jelena says the Vaping is Not for Kids bill is based on laws that have been implemented to reduce vaping in other jurisdictions where she says the laws are making a difference. The bill passed its first reading yesterday. A second reading won't happen until the fall when the House returns. During today's Sault Ste. Marie Police Services Board meeting, a positive picture was presented when it comes to the budget. After the first quarter of this year, finance officials are projecting more than a $350,000 surplus. Officials say that is driven primarily by revenues that were unanticipated. The news is a stark difference from last November when the service projected a $1.2 million deficit.
Chief and deputy chief, since what a difference a year has made, you know, and I recognize that when you've got a huge, formidable corporation like you have, and there are so many factors that are not negotiable, that we just have to provide it, whatever the price is. We have to fuel, we just have to provide it. Guns, we just have to provide them. You've done an amazing job, and I want to thank you and thank your staff for putting finance as a priority.
And the annual report was also shared at the meeting. Staff say it will be available on the service's website in the coming days. Well, it's time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5. Rick has your full weather forecast. Right now, we are heading to Sault Ste. Marie, and this Peregrine Falcon webcam is courtesy of the International Bridge Administration. And there are a couple of chicks. If you squint, you can see them. They're on your right-hand side. It's 19 degrees in Sault Ste. Marie. We're back in just a few minutes.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Getting closer to the weekend, we'll take a peek at your weekend weather forecast as to what you could expect. Our forecast radar right now, maybe the hint of rain, chance of showers across some areas of the Northeast for this evening and into overnight, but gradual clearing and some temperatures that you'll like for tomorrow, and some sunshine, some cloud cover as well. Here's a system that's moving in. Friday, as we had suggested yesterday, 60% chance of showers. Let's have a look at some of the numbers here. Sudbury Nickel Belt clearing by noon tomorrow, so you'll get cloud cover. 22 your expected high. Chance of showers on Friday at 60%, 21. 20 Saturday, sunshine, chance of showers, albeit at 30%, 21, and 20 on Monday. Some sun and some cloud, only 8 degrees at night. Nice night. Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, sunny tomorrow, 22. Slight chance of showers, not at 60, but only at 30. 20 your daytime high, 20 on Saturday, sunny skies. More of the same Sunday and Monday, nice weather, 21 and 19 in the Sioux and Algoma. Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, gradual clearing in the forecast by midday. 22 your expected high. Friday, we've got the chance of showers, 19. 3 consecutive days of sunny skies. We've got 20 on Saturday, 20 on Sunday, 21 on Monday. I like that. Nice run of some sunny weather, Timmins, Cochrane, and Kapuskasing. Without further ado, Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake. We got the chance of morning drizzle, then clearing, 21. 19 on Friday, chance of showers at 60%. Couple of days of sunshine, 20, 20, and 20. Saturday, Sunday, and some sun and cloud come Monday. So again, a nice streak there for Temiskaming Shores and the KL. North Bay, West Nipissing, and just like Temiskaming Shores, morning drizzle, then clearing. 21 in the forecast for tomorrow, Friday. 60% chance of showers at 20. 19 on Saturday, sunny skies. Sunday, slight chance of showers. 30% right now. 20 and 19 Monday, we've got some sun and some cloud. Tony, it's starting to warm up. We're getting some sunshine. Yeah, a little wet at times too, but all in all, I think we're off to a great start to this summer season. It's starting to feel like summer. Back to you.
Yes, how true, especially with those seasonal temperatures. Well, visitors got to experience emerging mining technology firsthand in Greater Sudbury this week. It came at the world's only trade show held inside an active underground mine. CTV's Angela Gemmell has more from Day 2.
These pilots demonstrate how this drone works underground. It's one of the emerging technologies on display at this unique mining trade show.
Innovators and technology inventors don't just make this stuff willy-nilly. They've gone to the mines. They say, well, what's wrong? What can we do? What are your challenges?
This is the third year for Mining Transformed, an exhibition hosted at NORCAT's Underground Center in Levac, normally a working mine site. Emerging technologies can help improve productivity, efficiency, and safety.
Our tech is designed to go underground, where personnel is probably not the best place for them to be, so we work at keeping them safe, while at the same time we gather tremendous data, and today in mining, data is a keystone for all sorts of important key decision making.
Companies from across Canada and around the world are exhibiting at the event, from tracking data technology already in Australia.
The beauty is by giving ears and eyes to management and people on surface, we help improve safety, emergency response, but also production, ventilation, and a number of other use cases.
2 autonomous vehicles.
We help mines with traffic in moving stuff, consumables, parts, material during the venting period. So with our autonomous vehicle that is electric, we can go when there's nobody underground because it's too dangerous.
NORCAT says Mining Transformed included 54 companies and 400 attendees and exhibitors on site over the 2 days, including several international delegates. The next event is planned for 2028. Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Levac.
And the Canadian Mining Expo is marking 2 decades as an annual event and more than 3 decades of bringing the mining industry to Timmins. As CTV's Lydia Chubak tells us, the show is attracting international visitors and showcasing new technologies.
Well, if I can get everyone's attention.
The family-run Canadian Mining Expo kicks off June 9th during Mining Week in Timmins.
We've been at it for 34 years now.
This year, organizers have added even more outdoor displays featuring heavy equipment, suppliers, and new technology.
This year we managed to get 50 more tents outside. So we have a total of 100 tent displays this year, which is the largest gathering outside of heavy equipment anywhere in Canada.
The expo is also drawing attention from around the world, including a large delegation from Tanzania.
We have a group of 80 Tanzanians that are coming in. They've heard of the show, and they're all grouped in Toronto right now as we speak, and they're anxiously awaiting to come to the Canadian Mining Expo. They're all individual small owner-operators of mines in Tanzania, so it's a very unique opportunity for them to be able to see that much product and service under one roof.
For companies like Discovery Silver, the event is about building connections, sharing ideas, and highlighting Timmins as a global mining hub.
Well, it brings awareness to the mining industry, but it allows us to bring all these suppliers and contractors and consultants together into one city at one point in time where we can network.
Mining companies are also keeping a close eye on emerging technologies that could change the future of the industry.
There's new technology from, the drone space, from emergency response space. You can send robots, into areas that are maybe, unsafe instead of sending humans. So that's really grown in the industry.
Lydia Chubak, CTV News, Timmins.
It was a false positive coming up on CTV News at 5. A staff report at Greater Sudbury City Council digs deeper into the reason for the boil water advisory earlier this month. Greater Sudbury City Council learned more about the boil water advisory earlier this month. A report presented to Council last night strongly suggests the initial results that led to the boil water advisory was a false positive. The advisory prompted the city to re-examine how public alerts are sent out after some say they didn't receive notice to boil their water. Roughly 90,000 residents were affected after routine testing detected coliform bacteria at 2 separate water plants. The Ministry of Natural Resources has placed bear traps on public property in Sault Ste. Marie. Police advising an advisory to residents that the traps are a result of public safety concerns as black bears have been spotted near people during daylight hours. Police say do not touch or interfere with the traps. They've been set up to humanely catch the bears for safe relocation. Interfering with them could create a safety risk for the public, the animal inside, and officers. Several parks and playgrounds in North Bay have brand new features. The city of North Bay says 6 new parks have now feature new or improved pickle and basketball courts. Green Hill Park and Connect Playground have half basketball courts, while Bork Playground now has a full-size court. Circle Lake, Graniteville, and West Ferris Lions Parks have 2 pickleball courts, each with nets, and each has mini basketball courts. Well, Sault Area Hospital is expanding its parking lot. Construction will begin next week and will impact a section of Ring Road adjacent to the south parking lot. The closure will remain in effect throughout active construction, but will be reassessed June 19th after tree and brush removal is complete. The whole project is expected to take the summer. While the hospital says it will do everything possible to minimize disruptions, officials say patients, staff, and visitors should plan for traffic delays in that area. LaSalle Secondary School in Sudbury hosted its first Multicultural Day. CTV's Madison Merrier has that story.
Students in grades 7 to 9 had the opportunity to learn more about different cultures and in many cases share their own.
It's a great awareness opportunity where people can explore other cultures and we can express the cultures that we love so much and that we want to share with other people.
I think it's going to eliminate all the bad stereotypes people have of certain cultures and it's going to make us more of a family.
I love it so much that there's many people from other countries.
New people, new immigrants bring something with them that is so precious, and I want them to acknowledge that, because being a newcomer myself at one time, it's tough. It's tough being a newcomer.
Education is at the forefront with activities aimed at teaching students about different cultures and food trucks from across the globe. As Ravi says, food brings people together.
Everybody's the same, and I feel that feeling of black and white comes from somewhere else. If we're hoping that we educate these kids, they go home and they talk about it, and brings us all together and appreciate each other.
The event remained open after school, inviting families of students to learn more about multiculturalism in the city.
Our feeder schools have been invited as well, and we want them to take part and learn more about who is now living in Sudbury. And we have this big, beautiful community here, and we want to embrace and support everyone.
Students say they are already looking forward to next year's Multicultural Day. Madison Merrier, CTV News, Sudbury.
He's a high school teacher in Greater Sudbury. And when we return, we'll meet an educator who is also now an author. You're watching First at 5. A Greater Sudbury teacher has written his first book. He says he took a few wrong turns, but now it's done. The book is titled The Berry Love Chronicles. Let's bring in Ryan Langlois. He joins us from Lively. Hi there, Ryan.
Hi, Tony. How are you? Good to be here.
Well, I'm doing well. Why did you decide to write this book?
So I guess I have tried writing novels many times, and for whatever reason, they always kind of crumbled on me. I lost track of what it was I was trying to do with them, and I kind of lost faith in what I was doing. But a series of short stories allowed me to kind of break it into more manageable increments, and I was able to pull them off more convincingly. And so I didn't have to be responsible for a 300-page tale, only a 20-page tale, and it worked well and often made a nice lead in to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. So basically it sort of naturally, by either by my shortcomings, kind of found its way to being a series of short stories, which suited my style just fine.
So tell us a little bit about the book. Give our viewers a sense. What's the storyline?
Sure. So basically, like I say, a bunch of interconnected short stories, but it's kind of, it takes place in this place called Berry Love, which is a satirical exaggeration of Sudbury. So if you think of all the all the peculiarities of our home here, and sort of ratchet them up to the power of 4. You know, the sort of things that you'd see in Sudbury, but extended into a kind of satirical, even a lampoonish type of thing. That's where the story occurs, and that allows me to do all kinds of silly and comical things that would, of course, be recognizable to northern readers as well. So it's kind of a cartoonish version of Sudbury where anything is possible and nothing's to be taken too seriously. Even though some of those stories are quite serious, it carries on in this sort of bouncy way that I think comedy can allow for.
Ryan, thanks so much for your time. Continued success.
Thank you very much.
Ryan Langlois was our guest, and to see more of our authors and our Northern Book Club, head to our website, CTV News Northern Ontario.ca. Our first community close-up comes to us from Sudbury. Lockerbie Legion Branch 564 is holding a Victorian high tea on Sunday, May 31st. It's running from noon until 4 p.m. There will be entertainment, a penny table, door prizes, and a 50-50 draw. The cost is $25. Let's head to Awenda Provincial Park in Central Ontario. Lisa Grande of Hanmer sent us this photograph. She says while camping, a seagull was also enjoying the beautiful sunset. Thanks so much, Lisa. And still with sunsets, let's go north of Sault Ste. Marie to Kelly Creek in Gully Bay. Rose Russo snapped these pictures of a recent sunset. She says she's really enjoying the summer-like weather. I agree, Rose. And if you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, you can email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. And there's more news for the North coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.